What it do, surprise Shawty crew, and here my Daizee loves. So I have been picking up on something very particular, and it is, how the Holy Spirit will warn you that you are about to, or you are dealing with someone who has the same spirit and struggles as something or someone you have already defeated. Now, this is something we talk about, I would argue, fairly often, and it's a specific story that he wants me to share in an instance that he wants me to talk about. But before I get into that, please remember to prioritize your relationship with the Lord so that you know how he's talking to you. For me, about 3 or 4 years ago, I had gave everybody particular ringtone. So what I'm about to say, this is not going to be the case for everybody. This is just how I know he's talking to me or warning me. I had gave everybody particular ringtones, and I no longer talk to those people. Do you get what I'm saying? Those men specifically. And so whenever the enemy is about to send a different relationship into my life to distract me or derail me, or and I'm still dealing with certain things now, I'm just smarter. And I think I had already said that in the video. Like, it's not like the stuff is going to stop. You just learn how to, deal with it, and you have authority over it now. And so whenever somebody new is about to come into my life, if I don't immediately, in interacting with them, think like, oh, you remind me of such and such, because the enemy is slick. He might not do the exact same things at first that you encountered with that other person, but in the conversing and stuff with them, you might pick up on like, oh, you remind me of them. And if it's somebody that really took you through it, whether it's a friendship or a romantic relationship, that is the Lord warning you. Like, that is a telltale sign for me, like, oh, you remind me of such and such. But to take it up a notch, I will literally hear the ringtones start to play in my head, like the ones that only I knew that I had set for them, right? And so I'll hear that certain text tone, as I have one going off now. It's not that's the standard one. But I will hear it, and the Lord, and in some instances, it'll like quicken my spirit, because I get like, oh crap, like I know he's not trying to talk to me. And it's not necessarily that he is about to reach back out or try to talk to you. It is more so those same spirits who are trying to get to you through that person, they're trying to get to you through somebody else. So that's free game, and that's more so on the relationship part. Cultivate your relationship with the Lord so you know how he's talking to you. Like, and I was telling my mom, like, I keep hearing that ringtone. That's what it was. Like, that same spirit is trying to get to you, or those same spirits are trying to get to you. And so for me, it's like, nah, I'm going to go ahead and nip this in the bud. We ain't even going to let this get that far, because I already know what I'm dealing with, right? Now, this example that he's been reminding me of lately is about platonic friendships. And for me, and not even always friendships, but I feel like I'm experiencing this right now with certain family members, okay? But there are people who watch you. There are people who monitor you, because monitoring spirits are ultimately who be moved to these people. Like, they don't miss a story. They don't miss an accomplishment. They don't miss a post. They probably don't interact with it at all, but they don't miss nothing. Like, the thing specifically I was hearing was Cardi B lurking on my page before she feed her kids. Right. Like, they can tell everybody what they think is going on with you, or what is going on with you. They don't support you. They don't interact with you. They just monitor you. Okay. And these people see how you win and win and win and win again, because I've been playing Nicki Minaj, you win again, and all you do is win, right? But these are the same very people who are at home, and they can't sleep at night because they're thinking about you. Like, I know people don't ever believe me when I say that, or they think nobody is worried about you like that, Megan. No, nobody might not be worried about you like that, but they're worried about me like that, okay? Like, the devil's hopping in them worried about me like that. So okay, you're not finna chase narrative over here. And it's not that I want that to be the narrative, but it's always been like that my whole life. Like, they can't sleep because they worried about me. Again, waking up at 5 a.m, worried about what I'm doing, not worried about their actual children. Like, that's crazy to me. Pray for them. Anyways, but they can tell everybody everything you're doing. They don't support you. The particular instance that I think I shared this on a live, we were at a function, because you keep winning, right? And that's favor. That's the favor of God on your life. You're never going to be a loser. You're always going to win. You're always going to evolve. You're always going to grow. You're always going to elevate. And so they think that it's just going to be this one thing that happens, or something that they can even conjure up that happens, and it takes you out. And that's the devil. And it's not. You're going to continue to win and elevate, okay? But in this particular instance, we went to this function. I have had a tremendous amount of favor from those people. Just like in life, I have a tremendous amount of favor from God. And even at the function, it had kind of surprised me. I had to tell my mom, and I'm like, oh, they like me. Like, not they like me, and I'm surprised that people like me, because I would like to think I'm a likable person. But it was so apparent and displayed. And I was like, oh, okay, I like them. And so, I was getting a lot of extra random stuff. I was winning the little games. And I was like, how did I even do that? The particular thing that happened was, I guess the number of candies in the jar exactly. And I told them I had prayed and asked God to tell me how many was in there. And I got it exactly right. So anyways, but see, that just goes to show, like, I really walk with him, right? But at the end, they had all these leftover presents and they gave them to me. Like, she was like, I just want you to have these. The girl that was like hosting the event. And I was like, oh my God, thank you. But I had already won a present from you know, actually winning the game that we played. When they handed me the extra gift, and she did it with such a smile on her face, like she liked me. Like, I had a lot of favor from the moment I walked in there. Like, I feel like I didn't even have to like make all my food. Like, they were really sweet to me. But anyways, the friend that I was sitting beside, she literally looked at me and she snatched the present they had just gave me out of my hand, like a child. A straight child. That's what I'm saying. Watch Super Nanny, because that's how they act. It's like they don't have that understanding of like, you gotta share, or like, that's theirs regardless of if you want it. That's theirs. You get what I'm saying? She snatched it out of my hand and proceeded to say out of her mouth, you already got enough stuff, and like snatched it. People are really like that. Okay, now me being me, I let her have it. Like, literally, like, you can have it. Like, I didn't ask for her to give it to me back because you're obviously so pressed about it. You can have it. But people will move like that with you in real life. They will move like that with you in the spirit realm and try to take something that's yours. Now, when you know something is yours and you really care about it, right? You're not going to just let them have it like how I did in that situation. You're going to be like, no, it's mine, and snatch it right back, right? Which is how you should be with the enemy. And people just, that's why they watch and monitor you. They know what you have, but they're sitting over there trying to tally up what you have. And you can never do that because it's unlimited. Just like the video I said, and we attract narcissists because we have an unlimited supply. You can try to steal your joy, steal my joy, steal my peace, all you want. The next time you see me, I'm going to have even more than that. Like, do you get what I'm saying? Like, and you just have to know how blessed you are. Ew, I was out in public and my throat is like, anyways, you have to know how blessed that you are. And me and my mom have been talking about this like last week. Like, I'm not gonna run out. You can try to steal what you want. You can try to take what you want. You can come in my life and try to leech off of me all you want. And the next time you look up, I'm gonna have more than that. And now on the flip side, if we go back to relationships, another tactic, and I experienced this with a lot, and this is the ringtone I've been hearing of this person that first did me like this constantly. When they discard you, when they just drop you and they ghost you and they fall off the face of the earth and are now all of a sudden like, I don't really want to do this romantic thing with you. Like, I think we should be friends. Those men will watch and stalk you and monitor you the same way as them women. Okay, hear me out. And then for them, it's an ego boost. Like, if I call and check on her and I see how she's doing, and they're hoping you're not doing well. They're hoping you down and out and sad and depressed about them. Baby, it was never getting that over here. I pay all these bills. That's why we saying that, right? And then their ego takes a hit when you're still happy. Because I still answer the phone sometimes, depending on what's going on. Like, I'm doing great. I won't give them all the details. Sometimes I will, because it's an instance of God giving me the very thing that they're trying to get in life, but they're mistreating me. So it just depends. And now they don't want to talk to you because, yeah, you thought you was going to hurt my feelings by doing a little discard game and making me feel like I'm not worthy. I know my worth. And then now you coming over here and you sad because he blessed me still, and he's giving me more, blessed me bigger since you've been gone. He blessed me more because you was blocking my blessings. You was hindering them up because you was a thief. But people don't know what to do with that. So even when they steal from you, you think you stole something. You don't even know what to do with this. You don't even know what to do with this, because if you did, you would have it for yourself, and you don't have it for yourself. That's why you steal it from me, just like down to the peace, love, and joy. That's why the enemy got to do that. If the enemy was capable of having peace, love, and joy and the fruits of the spirit on his own, he wouldn't be roaming around the earth trying to steal it from everybody else. Do y'all get what I'm saying? And that's how people are. If those people were capable of having peace on their own, they wouldn't try to steal it from you. If those people were capable of waking up and being joyful in the morning on their own, and when I say on their own, I mean because it's the Lord that does it for me, that gives it to me, they wouldn't be trying to steal it from you. No matter what it is, you have enough. She has enough joy. We need to come into her life. life and try to ruin it. That's why folks out here lying on my name and doing the most. But guess what? I'm still waking up with joy in my heart. I'm going to check you now because I'm not that lack of confident person who just let people mistreat her all the time. And you going to wake up the next morning, you still going to have none. And I'm going to have more than what I had when you first originally tried to steal it from me and play with me. You get what I'm saying? And you have to know that as a child of God. You are favored. People see you win time and time and time and time again. They know that men did you scandalous. And yet, you still winning. God's still taking care of you on your own. You still joyful. You still treat people right. You healing even more. You glowing even more. And they can't figure it out. You're favored. You're a child of God. I'm telling y'all. Like, that's what they're going to do. You can't be mad at people for doing what hurt people do. You can't be mad at the world for influencing people the way the world influences people. You can't be mad at the world for being the world. But you are a child of God. Do you get what I'm saying? And it's freeing to know that. Baby, I'm expecting you to try that because you don't walk with him like how I walk with him. You don't talk with him like how I talk with him. Why am I mad at somebody lying on me, baby? They don't believe. They don't spend time with him. Like, to whom much is given, much is required. And you have so much favor over your life. And I just pray that we all walk in it and we understand it. And we don't let people who not walking with him, we don't let people who not obeying him, we don't let people who not sacrificing and surrendering the way we do, we don't let them bring us down and live a life that's not the life I live a different life. I live a life in obedience to Christ. I live a life sacrifice, a life of sacrifice, a life of fasting, a life of surrender. And that's why that fruit is in my life. I live a life of correction. I live a life of discipline in the Lord. You get what I'm saying? And I'm not going to let you come over here and change the narrative to what you live. I don't steal and kill and destroy people's spirits. I don't get jealous and feel away or think somebody is winning too much because in my mind, I'm trying to win again. You get what I'm saying? And we just have to live above that. I'm been intentional about healing. For somebody who ain't healing, not intentional about healing, and need to go to therapy, not finna come over here and treat me bad and make me feel like I need to go back to therapy. That's why he was saying let it trigger you to the other side. Because I was tired of that little game too. Like, I know I didn't went to therapy and worked on these things, but I hadn't managed. Like, baby, I got authority over all this stuff you're trying to do in my life. That's what scripture says. I have given you the power, the authority to tread on snakes and scorpions, and nothing shall by any means harm you. You got to really know it. And when you really know it, you live it. But baby, you favor them boys that be trying to date you. And that's just weird. I don't know what that is. Because if you really don't like me, I don't even know why you over here. That's weird to me. That is very weird to me. It's very weird. Them girls, like, you ain't my friend. You was never my friend. You want all the blessings that God has given me without doing all the work that I've had to do, and you think you deserve it, and you don't. And I might make a separate video about what I shared on Facebook yesterday. I probably will, but I just want to share that with y'all because it's like, nah, we not doing that. Like, I know what I've been over here doing. I know what I've sacrificed. I know how I treat people. I know that's why I keep getting blessed because I indeed reap what I sow. I sow goodness into the lives of others. And when I was down bad and in weird situations, it was because I was letting the devil put me there. And also God was testing me for some things, right? But just know who you are. But people really watch you like that and be like, oh, you have enough, and try to snatch it. And then they end up, like, you snatched it and you still not happy. That's crazy. How you steal it and you still not happy? How you steal it and you still don't feel good enough? How you steal it and he giving me even more than that? How you stealing it and you still gotta stalk me and see what I'm doing? Because what I produce is organic. It's genuine. It's from heaven. He gives it to me. Like, stop playing with me. Happy Tuesday, y'all. And I have something to add on to it. Remember how I said in that instance, because my life really is the word, how I could have snatched it back from her, but I didn't. I let her have it. Remember that. If somebody didn't try to come and take your peace, your joy, your love, and your heart, like, you go through all these abusive situations and now you don't love folks or nobody no more, it's because you let him steal it. You let the devil take it, and all you gotta do is snatch it back. He can't take nothing you don't let him have. Had I not let her have it, she wouldn't have been sitting there and had it. But I didn't care at that point in my life about the gift that it was, and I knew that I was favored, and I wasn't gonna change that. I knew them folks liked me and I had already won and all that stuff. You don't be in a place where you think you don't deserve abundance and you can't keep winning. Baby, I could have won all the prizes in there if God saw that fit. You get what I'm saying? But can't nobody have nothing you don't let them have. So no matter where you are in your life, if those situations stole joy from you, snatch that back. If all that stuff you went through stole love from you, snatch that back. If all you've gone through has took your peace, Snatch that back. The devil can only have what we allow him to have. Snatch it back. Because think about it. I could pull up and take the gift from her now. I'm not going to do that because in this situation, but you can always get it back in blood. Remember that.